Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Welcome to Sports News. The Technical Committee of the 2014 Channels National Kids Cup has approved 24 teams for the draws of the Lagos preliminaries scheduled for May the 13th to the 15th. With the approval, the selected schools are invited for the ceremony that will take place at ChannelsTV corporate headquarters on Wednesday. Sports correspondent Austin Okonakman was at the screening and now reports.
The first exercise was to sort the entries that are eligible for screening. Then the committee thoroughly examined each form to ensure that schools didn't flout the competition's rules and regulations. The watchword for this year's edition of the Kids Cup is zero tolerance to age cheats, and that the organizers followed through diligently.
This one and this one are out because this is 28 match.
Yeah. So let's look at the Camara.
The Channels National Kids Cup is for primary school pupils under the age of 13. The rule states that a player will be ineligible if he is a day above that age at the start of the tournament. This school, for instance, didn't provide passport photographs for the players, and so they were disqualified. But what does the technical committee consider before giving approval?
What are the technicalities? You must have your passport filled. The ages, we are particular about the ages because we said under 13. Some people were born in 2000, which of course by now they're 14 years, depending on wherever. If they're not 14 years, they are above 13 from some months, so they'll be screened. If you have one or two players in that team, it means you have breached a part of the regulation.
What we have just done is to screen the paper, the documentation that they brought in, and these are we have from all the entries we got. At least we've got our final 24. So when we now start the preliminaries in Lagos, they can now come. We can physically screen them and match what they have in paper with what we are seeing on the ground.
After examining and re-examining the entries, the final 24 teams emerged. For the rejected applicants, their forms stay on the floor. The committee also passed a strong warning that teams that fail to comply with the rules at the start of the competition will also have their forms dumped the same way. Austin Okonakman, Channels Television News.
Now to internationals ahead of the meeting between the Nigeria Football Federation's Technical Committee and the Super Eagles coach in Abuja. Well, Coach Stephen Keshi has played down any clash of interest with the football authorities. Coach Keshi insists he's not being arm-twisted to include some players in his squad for the FIFA World Cup in Brazil. He says rather he has a free hand to select the best players for the World Cup from the NFF. And that's it on Sports News. It's back to Amarachi with the rest of the news at 10.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Away from sports news, it's been a sad day in Greece where two boats carrying migrants capsized in the Aegean Sea. 22 of those migrants lost their lives while many more are still missing. The nationalities of the migrants is still not known, but Greece is a major entry point for migrants and refugees trying to reach the European Union. Many cross by sea from Turkey, and accidents are quite frequent. Now to entertainment news. Nigerian celebrities joined the Bring Back Our Girls campaign with calls for the rescue of the kidnapped girls in Chibok. Let's join Maiwa Ogundele now for details and other entertainment stories.
Well, here are the entertainment stories that are trending. The Nigerian entertainment fold is not left out of the forthcoming World Economic Forum on Africa, as the coordinating Minister of the Economy and Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, revealed that the growing industry will also receive adequate attention. She said this at the pre-UEFA World Press Conference held in Abuja.
Creative industry. Some people have also seen what our own entertainment industry in Nollywood has been able to do and some of them are interested in learning more.
More entertainers world over continue to lend their voices to the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls campaign, which seeks for the release of the kidnapped Chibok schoolgirls. As international artists use the social media to convey their support for the campaign, Nigerian acts including rapper Sasha P and raving singer Tiwa Savage joined the rally and encouraged support to get help to the girls on time.
I am happy though that the world is lending an ear to this cause, and I think it's time we stop pointing fingers and we actually come together and see what we can do as Nigerians to bring them back safely.
Well, to more entertaining stories now, Nollywood actors Joseph Benjamin, Ini Edo, Gloria Young, and Kehinde Olorunyomi recently teamed up with director Kabat Esosa Egon to make the movie The Perfect Plan. The movie, which is due for online release soon, tells the story of how a marriage conspiracy changed the lives of all involved. Also, actors Alex Ekubo and Chris Atta have been spotted starring on set of a movie. Details of that remain sketchy. Versatile actress Mercy Aigbe is expected to play the role of a bad girl in new movie as depicted. Now to the foreign scene, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, a sequel about the web-slinging superhero, snagged $92 million in US and Canadian ticket sales over the weekend, taking the top spot on movie box office charts at the start of Hollywood's lucrative super blockbuster season. The Other Woman, a comedy about three women out for revenge on a cheating husband, finished a distant second on domestic charts with $14.2 million, according to studio estimates. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, another superhero sequel and previous box office champ, landed in the number 4 slot with $7.8 million from Friday through Sunday, behind Heaven is for Real, a faith-based drama, and Sony release, which grabbed 3rd place with $8.7 million for a $65 million box office total in just its 3rd week of release.
You saw Heaven? What does it look like? It's beautiful.
Well, that's it on entertainment. The main news will return shortly.
And the main news again, the federal government has begun massive security deployments in Abuja as Finance Minister promises the World Economic Forum would benefit Nigeria and investors. And Boko Haram has claimed responsibility for the Chibok abduction, threatening to hand over kidnapped girls for a fee. That's the news at 10 tonight.